Hello and welcome to Salam Namaste. Broadcasting live from the Now Media TV studios in Houston, this is Saji Salam. This evening we have a very unique guest. Shehnad Jalal is an award-winning cinematographer based out of Kerala, India. He's a rising star in the world of cinematography in India and has worked on a ton of movies, short films, documentaries, and music videos. Shehnad is a postgraduate diploma in cinematography from Satyajit Ray Film and Television Institute in Kolkata, India, and is a member of the Indian Society of Cinematographers. One of the most recent movies that Shehnad has shot is due for release on the 15th. This movie, Bramayugam, has been getting a lot of reviews from audiences or fans worldwide. So let's dive right in, Shehnad. So this movie, Bramayugam, is set to capture the magic and mystery and in a horror setting, basically. So what is the rationale for shooting this in monochrome?
The director, Rahul Sadashivan, he conceptualized the film uh, in black and white. Initially, when he pitched the idea, I was also thinking, okay, a period film in black and white, maybe I'll have more scope if I shoot in color. But yeah, after a while, like once the script, everything is done, we finalized on monochrome. And yeah, then it's actually a very bold decision to do a film in black and white. And then we got a producer like that who did do. After that, Mamuka came in, who also got excited about the project. And that's, that's how it happened. And as a cinematographer, um, like initially I thought of shooting it in celluloid, um, but then we don't have laboratories here in India which can process black and white film. So then we stick stick down to the digital format. Yeah. So and we did two tests and all that, and we yeah we realized that's the best for this film.
Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting. So there were, I'm assuming this is a very much, I would say, revolutionary, so to speak. We haven't seen a black and white movie for a very long time. So what were some of those creative conflicts that came up when you were thinking of shooting this in monochrome? I know that you worked with the director Rahul in the past, and
Hmm.
so there's more of an alignment there. But the rest of the stakeholders, how did they uh, go along with this?
Yeah, the, the biggest thing is about a producer coming to do this. Actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a film with Mammootty and uh, it's a period film. It's actually quite a big budget film. So some the producer has to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
his decision
Okay.
that counts a lot. Actually.
Okay. So with the producer coming on board and Mammootty also aligning, then your life became much easier, I would think. So let me ask you one more thing. From the logistics of this, how long did it take to shoot this movie?
We had I think 52 days. 52 days, I think. Yeah,
Did you say 52?
52 days. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what about the planning for that? So when you say 52 days, it is the actual shooting of it. And what about the planning phase for it?
Yeah, we spend quite a lot of time on that. Uh, like right from the scripting stage and visualizing and planning for the art direction, location hunting, everything. Like, I think we spent around 6 months or so.
Okay. So about 6 months in planning for this. Interesting. Did the fact that you had worked with the director in the past help in terms of fast tracking this whole process a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Because we understand each other. So, like, communicating always like director and cinematographer communication, comes. We don't have to talk much.
Okay.
Again, it's like I am translating his vision. So I know, like let's say, like, uh, I can understand his thoughts and all that.
Okay. This is very interesting. So we are all excited to watch this movie as soon as it hits the theaters out here in Houston. And thanks for bringing that to the world. So now let's dive in a little more into you and some more personal questions. So I will start with my first question is, when did you discover your interest in photography?
I would say it's about cinema actually. Uh, uh, I when I lived in Trivandrum, and there were many film clubs, film societies, uh, where we could get a glimpse of the best of world cinema. So, like, yeah, I fell in love with cinema, and along that time, started doing still photography also. So after graduation, so I wanted to get into film institute, and yeah, so I got a chance to get into such a film institute, Kolkata. Like after like twice I applied to FTI Pune. Uh, I couldn't get in. The next time I got into Satyendra Film Institute.
Oh, okay. Right. That's great. So let's come back to this conversation after a short commercial break.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. The CareWatch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your CareWatch right now. Operators are standing by.
Have you ever had to hire multiple contractors? It is a daunting task that takes a lot of management time and impacts the core business or the company that time you're spent with your loved ones. At Texas Home Property Solutions, you can count on a responsible company that can tackle all your general contractor needs. Electricity, painting, remodeling, plumbing, air conditioning, and roofing. Hire us and forget it. With over 20 years of experience, Texas Home Property Solution will deliver your project on time and within budget, with the high level of quality and integrity, no matter the size or complexity. If you are a company, a government institution, or an individual who needs a general contractor, you need Texas Home Property Solution. Take a decisive step and call us today for a free consultation.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
Welcome back as we continue this fascinating conversation with Shehnad Jalal. So Shehnad, we were talking about your joining the Film Institute in Calcutta. So how was your family seeing this decision? Did they see this as a non-conventional choice because those days a lot of the focus was on students going into med schools and engineering schools. How did your family think about this choice of yours?
My dad, he had quite a good knowledge about films and all that. So even though uh, uh, he had problems with me joining the film institute, but then he decided to fund me. he gave my fees to study there, and yeah, I think he was proud of that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, that's good to know that you had support, because if you have somebody who a supporting parent that makes life a lot easier. What
Yeah.
were some of the early experiences in life that molded your career?
Yeah, I would say like uh, I'll still refer to my dad. Uh, he he used to take me to the movies quite frequently and watch good films. And yeah, he was the one who led me to these film societies where I watched all the great movies and all that. Yeah.
Okay. So let's cut a little bit to a different question here, which is more about the technical part of this production, right? So when you go to do this movie, you talked about that 6 months of planning. What is the technical process? Is there something like a storyboarding and such stuff that goes on, or are you
Yeah.
shooting day one? So could you talk about that a little bit for people who are not very familiar with this process?
It's like the director Rahul. Uh, he himself will sit and draw each shot, and like after a lot of discussions, we finalize. I mean, for this film, he had every shot. I mean, drawn. So
Mm-hmm.
he himself he used to do that. So,
Mm-hmm.
so then, while going to the set, it's simply about me executing it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So when you talk about shots, how many shots are we talking about? I mean, when you talk about storyboarding that stuff, how many? I mean, in terms of volume, just to get a sense of the work involved here.
No, I can't just.
Okay. There's a lot. Let's put it that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so I think it's good to know that, and for viewers to understand that there's a detailed process that goes through this, behind the production of a movie. There is a ton of work out there which we don't really see. I just wanted to shine the light on that aspect of the cinematographer's life. So let's go to a clip from your film that won the state award. This was Chitra Sutram, and by the way, this was your first movie in 2010, and you won the state award for this movie in 2010. Let's play that clip, please, Jabani. So let's talk about the creative process behind this. So so this is your first movie, 2010. The producer knows that, hey, we need to do something very unique here. What was the message? What were you trying to communicate here? I watched the movie for a good amount of time, but I would like to get your take on what was being communicated here.
See, this film directed by Vipin Vijay, I think it's an amazing experience. Totally visually oriented director. Uh, it's based on a story written by M. Nandakumar. It's an amazing experience when talking about three characters mainly
Okay.
traveling through time.
Could you talk a little bit about the technical aspects of this? I mean, what made you do a frame in a certain way? What kind of angles, lighting, those aspects of this to understand this from a technical standpoint?
For me, actually, we all were, we were creating an image step by step. Like we had our production designer Sanjay Ghosh, uh, who's a famous artist in India, who was teaching in Shantiniketan at that time. So Sanjay was there, and each shot was, you know, like lot of work has gone into it, and we,
Okay.
just good work.
Okay. So, in terms of the lighting and everything, is there anything specific that you were saying that, hey, I need to shoot it this in a certain way, and all that? How much of that input was there, and how was it received by the producer
No,
and the
like
cast?
we work together. No? We work according to uh, the director's vision. So
Okay.
it comes out like that.
I
And
see.
there were a lot of references from paintings, other images. So we work according to that.
Okay. Very good. So let's, while we are on documentaries, let's just talk about a couple more of your documentaries here. The other one, very interesting and award-winning documentary was here. So this again was an uh, award-winning documentary. Let's play that here. So this one again, this is the same. This is the same sort of scenario where the director and you sit together, you plan the shots and execute. What, from your perspective, how did you find this different? Was it any different from
See,
creatively or otherwise?
this film, the Western Journey is a very important documentary. And, like me and director K.R. Manoj, we started off thinking of this as a 10-minute film, 10 or 15 minutes film. We bought a DSLR camera and uh, we started shooting. And the filming took around 2 years, and it came up to a 1 hour film, and it's a very relevant film in that sense. This endosulfan tragedy, and our travels extended up to Punjab, tracing the cancer train. What to say? The pesticide tragedies. We started off with Kasargod and we went to Bhatinda. So it became a major experience, and
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, interesting conversation with Shehnad Jalal so far. Let's dive right in after a short commercial break.
Hi, folks. Robert Quigley here, America's Independent, Washington, D.C. We're on the road to the White House. Climate repair in detail. Choices are fix the climate or the climate will fix us. Rate of extreme events increasing. Destructive impacts of these events increasing. Humans can't survive at 120-degree temperatures for long. Latin America had 100-degree temperatures during their winter. We have ice core, geological tree ring, DNA records, plus sensors scattered around the planet. Wilderness destruction and species destruction is everywhere, all caused by humans. Fossil fuels are the culprit, but we need them for a couple of decades longer. Team America will build direct air capture plants, rewild, reforest, and reintroduce family farms. Increase solar, electric will all be increased. Go to robertquigleyforpresident.com, find the donor box button, donate what you can. Team America needs your spare change. Join Team America, spread the word, and together we will make it work for all of us.
Paid for and approved by the Robert Quigley for President campaign.
Taking a trip in the next 12 months? Airlines are under tremendous pressure and they're practically giving away their unsold seats. Like every crisis, this one will end too. But right now is the best time to take advantage of giveaway ticket prices on their unsold seats. We're not allowed to publish these low fares online. The only way to get these rock bottom giveaway prices is to call. So phone low-cost airlines now for airline ticket prices you may never see again. Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
Call 855-993-2096 right now. That's 855-993-2096.
Let's continue this conversation with Shehnad Jalal. Shehnad, one of the documentaries that achieved, I should say, a major commercial success is Curry and Cyanide, which when I looked up is the global top 2 worldwide on Netflix with over 6.5 million views. So this is, I think this is probably one of the very successful documentaries that you did from a commercial standpoint. What went into it, and what are what is different or unique about this documentary?
So, Curry and Cyanide, directed by Christopher Tommy. Like he's also a student from my junior from my film institute. It's a superbly written film. Actually, everything is very clear, and then regarding visualization and all, like we had a lot of meetings with people from India Today, Netflix. It was a, I mean, lot of pre-production went into it actually.
So from a planning standpoint, was this much more intense? Which is, did you take this, 5-6 months of planning for this one, or being a documentary, did you have to use less time for planning here?
No. Actually, I worked for some time. Director Christo is also a very interesting guy. He spent quite a lot of time trying to find out the locations and people. Yeah, we spent quite a lot of time on it.
Okay. So, I mean, even though this is a documentary and there's still a lot of work, is what I'm hearing. There's a lot more preparation and planning, pretty much like you do for a movie itself. So let's talk about another area where you work. Is about a short film. That's another category of work you've done. And this again was nominated for achievement in cinematography at the 11th Asia Pac Screen Awards in Brisbane. And here's the visual of you.
That's not a short film, it's a feature film.
I see. Okay. So it was, okay, interesting. I was for some reason thinking it was a short film. But let's pull up that video of that movie. So whereabouts was this movie shot? I thought somewhere in Northeast.
Yeah, it's Loktak Lake, which is the largest freshwater lake in Northeast India. So it's about fishermen community. They live in the lake, so their houses are made on this. It's like floating huts actually.
Okay.
So we are also living there in those floating huts and shooting film. So that's another important film from India.
So this was the story of the fishermen who live on the lake and their life. Is that what this story is all about?
And then it's happening in Manipur. So that that politics also that comes out.
Okay, interesting.
And yeah, and actually we had a very tough time shooting it. But yeah, we got the rewards in that sense. Like in the Mami Film Festival in Mumbai, that film won the India Gold Award, and then it had its international premiere in Busan and then in Berlin. So yeah.
Interesting. So, here is, another aspect of the work, I wanted to talk about. And this came to my mind when I saw some of the pictures of you and your crew at work where, and one of the pictures that caught my attention was you and your team on a raft. So apart from the creative side of cinematography, there's also a physical element to this, and sometimes even dangerous. and some of this, I think, needs a lot of improvisation as well. Giovanni, could you pull up those pictures, please? So let's talk about the that aspect of work where you need to do a lot of improvisation from a physical standpoint, like being on, like shooting on a on a lake.
When I
Here's the one
look
I was
back at
talking.
these pictures, it feels like, okay, oh, did I do this? But then while we are doing it, you never think of it. Like, just go ahead and do it. So later, like you decide, okay, no, I didn't have to do it.
So the I think so there is some of the work, I mean, is to me it appeared that you have to improvise this, right? Exactly. This one, for instance, you're shooting on a kind of a makeshift raft. Did you have that planned,
Yeah.
or just you had to come up with something, right? Is that a lot of
No,
improvisation there?
it happens. When you have to take a shot, you just have to take it. That's it. So
So can you talk
and
about some of those challenging situations you had like this? I mean, when you're shooting, for instance, this one was on the on a lake or a river somewhere. What other challenging locations did you have to work and also work around?
that's what the most challenging I remember is this Manipuri film where we had to live in a floating hut for 12 days. So
So you had to live on that hut, on that floating hut on the lake, to do
yeah,
that
and
film.
people are living there, like the fishermen community there are living there. We are living along with them, but it's quite difficult.
And yeah, this is another one where you're on a fishing boat, trying to balance the camera, getting it steady and focus and everything. So yeah, that to me is another challenge of your day-to-day work, right?
I think it's so while working, it, it doesn't appear as a challenge. You just have to do it. That's it.
So, and I think the reason I brought this up is that, people talk about Shehnad Jalal, the Cinematographer Award winner, and just see the glitz and glamour behind that part of it. But what people don't see is also there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of hard work, there is improvisation and even danger involved in the in the making of a movie or a short film. So yeah, so just wanted to call that out, which is an aspect that people don't talk about a lot. Now let me talk.
During
Sorry.
our shoots, uh, there are a lot of people involved. People from the art direction department, the lighting crew. A lot of people are involved in a shoot. So yeah, everybody takes that respect.
So great conversation so far, Shehnad. Let's come back after one more commercial break.
Hi, folks. Robert Quigley here, America's Independent, Washington, D.C. We're on the road to the White House. Today, Kennedy Jr., the haphazard presidential candidate. He's an extreme right-winger running as a Democrat. When failure was obvious, he switched to being an independent. What are his problems? He has no time to collect ballot signatures across America. He has no support from the left. 61% at least of independents reject Kennedy Jr. He has a platform of conspiracies. He ignores science, 70 years too old. He dreams of the presidency. He obsessed over his family assassinations. His platform is devoid of meaningful solutions. A stymied government is no answer. His poll numbers will fade. Kennedy Jr. can't stop Trump, nor Biden, nor Quigley. Go to robertquigleyforpresident.com, donate what you can, join Team America, and together we will make it work for all of us.
Paid for and approved by the Robert Quigley for President campaign.
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. By wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers right away. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. So call the US Med Diabetic Health Hotline today and learn about the latest CGM technology. Not only can a CGM immediately reduce pain, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you make better diabetes treatment decisions. And if you have Medicare or private insurance, you can see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. We'll also provide free shipping of your new CGM, and we'll bill your insurance company for you. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. So call the US Med Diabetic Health Hotline to see if you qualify for a CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Hope you've been enjoying this conversation so far. Let's get more into this with Shehnad. So Shehnad, my questions are a little more broader now. We were trying to understand from your perspective, what do you think about Hollywood, Bollywood, and Indian regional cinema? Are you seeing any commonalities, differences? What is your take on all this?
Mostly about the scale. It changes from, like, I work mostly in Kerala, where we work within a limited budget and all that. So when it comes to Bollywood, the proportion is much bigger. No, I don't have to say about Hollywood.
So are you seeing that there's definitely a difference in scale, right? The production budgets are much more in Bollywood compared to regional cinema, which is in terms of budget, it is very limited. And in terms of the cinematography itself, are you seeing anything different, anything unique about the regional cinema versus Bollywood?
People are looking towards Kerala Malayalam films now. So
Okay. So and then when you look at Hollywood and nowadays a lot of other movies from other parts of the world, I would say world cinema, because of the internet, what those situations. But what other aspects are you seeing if you look at the world cinema, Hollywood and Indian cinema from a cinematography standpoint? Is there something that stands out?
everywhere it's a similar thing, I think. So it's the same creative process. Yeah, it's only the scale it changes. Worldwide, a lot of stuff is happening.
Okay.
Yeah, many other cinemas than Hollywood and Bollywood, from many European countries, Southeast Asian countries, Latin America. everywhere stuff is happening. And, it's been there for a while. So
Has the internet provided a window or an easy window into watching these movies across the world, and how has world cinema impacted the work that you do or others do in India?
I personally had a major exposure to world cinema. Not only me, like people in Kerala had the opportunity to watch all these films from across the world, from Europe, Asia, wherever, through the Film Society in Kerala. So we we used to get films from the National Archive, Film Archives, Pune, which are screened throughout Kerala. Yeah, so we had that sense of.
And checking these out, how do you go about finalizing a location, for instance, for a shoot?
You got to travel a lot for that, for a, for a film. We we'll have a picture in mind, no? Of what you want in the film. So then we go in search of it.
Okay.
We get it finally.
Okay. For instance, let's go back to Bramayugam. What went behind choosing that specific location for that movie?
For Bramayugam, it was easier because it's mostly inside a traditional Kerala home. But there were other films where me, director, the art director, we had to travel a lot. Like even to get a suitable house, we had to search for a long time. But we'll get it. That's how films happen.
So I'm hearing a can-do attitude, right? So when I talk about certain things that are challenging, yes, they are challenging, but now you have overcome those challenges. Be it finding and scouting for locations and finding them, or improvising to make that shoot happen, and weather. I mean, does the weather always help you? Do you get, when you want rain, you don't get rain. When you want sunshine, you don't always get sunshine. So how do you work around the weather elements of
No,
this?
we got to get to do with whatever is there actually. Yeah. So like it's we have very limited days of shooting and all that. So we got to finish our work, whether it's rain or shine.
Okay. So what I'm also trying to again shine the light on is that there is the creative process, there is the planning, but at the same time there are the day-to-day hassles of getting this done when things go wrong, right? Everything doesn't fall into place as you planned, and so you have to be, and the team have to be in a constant state of improvisation when things don't go per plan. Okay. I think that is something important for our viewers.
That's actually we are quite used to it. it's it's not just me, the entire crew, from the director's department to the art director's department to the cinematographer's department. Everybody we are on the run the whole time to get
Okay. Okay.
to you know to get it the right way.
Okay. Okay. Very good. This was a very interesting conversation with Shehnad Jalal. Shehnad, wish you all the best for the future. And for our viewers out there, we will be here same time next week. Talk to you soon.
This has been a Now Media Networks feature presentation. All rights reserved.
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. By wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers right away. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. So call the US Med Diabetic Health Hotline today and learn about the latest CGM technology. Not only can a CGM immediately reduce pain, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you make better diabetes treatment decisions. And if you have Medicare or private insurance, you can see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. We'll also provide free shipping of your new CGM, and we'll bill your insurance company for you. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. So call the US Med Diabetic Health Hotline to see if you qualify for a CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Hi, folks. Robert Quigley here, America's Independent, Washington, D.C., run the road to the White House. Folks, the status quo has failed us. We will increase home ownership to the 80% range. We will repair the climate. We will enact Quigley Care. We will increase your Social Security check. We will lower your taxes. We will reset student loan discharges. We will feed the 25% of our kids that go hungry every day. We will recreate 30 million new business owners. We will reshore America's squandered production might. We will lower your taxes. Your help, support, and dollars are needed. Pull up your sleeves. It's time to get to work. Go to robertquigleyforpresident.com, find the donor box button. Team America needs your spare change. Together, we will make it work for all of us.
Paid for and approved by the Robert Quigley for President campaign.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program.